Hey y'all, welcome back to Hang Tough Survival. I'm your host HT. Now the other day, I was shooting a video and I showed these WOOBIE pants, okay? And if you know the WOOBIE, it's the US military poncho liner. Well, these are the pants made out of the identical, same exact stuff. And so I got a bunch of people saying, where'd you get those? Well, you can go online to eBay or anywhere that you like that sells military surplus stuff. And these technically are called liner cold weather trouser men's, okay? I just call them WOOBIE pants. But they are a massive game changer. Just incredible. The comfort level, the heat that they trap is amazing. So I'll show you the features. Because you can put them on over your BDUs or over your camouflage pants or whatever you've got on your normal pants, you can see they've got heavy duty buttons all the way up the side. So you can open those up and just put them over your pants so you don't have to take your pant off. And if you've been out there doing training or exercises, you know that that's not a realist. I mean, you can do it, but that means you got to take this off and then put your weapon down and then take your boot off, take the pant off, and then you're going to need the pant again, so it's not realistic. So this just goes over whatever you're wearing, basically. So it's very important that you have either a full zipper or these buttons down the side. And the truth is, I'll put them on here for you, but they're so big. I mean, you can see that that's easily 1.5 feet wide. They've thought about it so they can slide over the boot, slide over the pant. So I've never had to open up these buttons on the side. The trick I wanted to show you, you can see there, so you can go to the bathroom easily, wide open. There's no pockets or anything. But the trick I wanted to show you, I'm 6 foot tall, 180 pounds. And when I was looking for these, I kept trying to find extra large. I always buy all my stuff XL, as big as I can get it, right? So when I'm looking for them, I keep finding small. So it did take me quite a while to find the large at a decent price. So I got these with free delivery for $19.99. So that's a killer deal. And they're large. And these are large, regular. I looked for XL, couldn't find a single one. You know, it's all luck of the draw when you're looking for stuff. But I knew small wasn't probably going to work. But the large are definitely too big for me. So my waist is like 34. And these things they're falling off me. You can see here I've even had to take a piece of paracord and create my own little belt cinch just to keep them up from falling down. But the thing I wanted to show you is that I was going to basically cut them or stitch them or do something to get them to be tighter around my waist. And as I'm looking at it, I go, wait, it's got these buttons around here, okay, around the waist. And what I discovered is if you just take the buttons, I don't know how it's going to play on camera, but basically I just put a twist into where the button was, and that ate up another 2 inches of space. You kind of have to have them to see what I'm talking about. But around the sides here, there's buttons, and there's some holes cut in. What I'm saying is put some time into it. If you get these, don't cut them up. You don't have to stitch them. Come here to where the buttons are and where they attach, and you'll see that if you can flip the material over and then button it, you're bringing it in 1 inch, if that makes sense. Then here in the front, they were still too big, so I took a piece of paracord and went through the 2 holes and just made a simple, shoelace knot. And they're beautiful. I'll put them on for you. You can see here on the back, nothing, no pockets. But when you put these on, with the WOOBIE that you've seen, the poncho liner WOOBIE, same exact thing on the top, and then these, and a nice pair of wool socks, and you get inside of whatever. You could literally just wear the WOOBIE and wear these pants and get inside of a bivvy, and you are, I guarantee you, I bet down to 40 degrees, you'd be extremely comfortable and warm. So I'll put them on and let you see. There's a funny thing I want to show you that I found out when I first got them. Okay, I'm going way back for that. But here we go. So I'm just gonna slide them on over my pants. No problem. And then here's where the comedy starts. Look at those high waters. Yeehaw! Can you see how high they are? They're here, right? It's almost like a football pad. Also, you can get your hands here through the side between those two. But I figured out that the reason that there's high waters is because you're gonna have your boots on, for one, right? Okay. So figure your boots are on, and now they're sitting right on top of your boot. And what it's also doing is basically, it's not getting down into the mud or dirt or snow or whatever you're in. That's why they're so high. So they are supposed to be like that. They didn't shrink. And it's not a joke. So I just love them to death. And here you can see, if you just take a seat, I've got my military mucklucks on. And if I just take the first button, okay, of each one, open these up, and then work them down. They do come right up. And I know that when I've been putting them on, the boot also slides right through. I'll show you. Right, you're just being gentle. Obviously, if the boot's soaking wet, you're going to want to dry that off, right? So you can see they're extremely large and easy to navigate over your pant and a boot. And one of the best part about them is that they only weigh 1 pound. So there's almost no reason why you wouldn't have these on you, because there's nothing like, you know, freezing your ass off. To have something that weighs 1 pound that's so warm, you know, I don't know what they put inside this stuff. I think it's some sort of a filament inside of these Woobies, but just incredible. So $19.99 around there, free delivery, 1 pound, can't beat it.